Okay, here's a video showing the near end product of the turtle dock that I made out of PVC piping, fixtures or whatever, and some sheets of acrylic. This is basically what it looks like. This is going inside of a 40-gallon breeder tank. And there's the first level is going to be in shallow water. This is the second level, which is going to be above water. And so I basically cut everything, all the acrylic here is cut from one sheet, and try to use as much of that one sheet as possible. That blue thing right there is just poster putty I used. Stick it to the PVC for now, just to get the ramp just right. I used silicone to glue it down to the acrylic piece to one to the other. And I think the hardest part was getting that 150 degree angle for the ramp. I actually used a stove to melt that, which was tough. Crazy maybe, but tough. And that's the second level, which I cut to the same size length as the first level. I flipped it over because I didn't want the poster putty to get stuck to the floor. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that same poster putty once it's underwater, because I don't know if when it's going to have the same stickiness effect underwater or above water. I'm probably just going to set it on top. Yeah, some of the corners aren't as straight, but I wasn't very technical in building this. And I didn't use, that's like one of the only non-90 degree elbows that I used, was that T crossing, because I couldn't find any corner pieces to connect three pipes into, so I had to use all elbows for this, and it was basically a whole learning process. This was the, I'm not like a great drawer, so mind the drawing, but this is my plan and the measurements I made out for the dock. So yeah, I wanted it to be, the turtle to be able to swim underneath it, to have more swimming space. That's the light box. That crate, which is also terribly drawn, I'm actually using it right now for my above tank basking area on the 29 gallon the turtle's in right now. These are some pretty crude measurements. I would actually recommend, because I took these measurements for the pipe without adding in the fact that the elbows and connections would have an effect on that measurement, so I had to make a lot of adjustments in making these pipes shorter to be able to fit inside the tank. So I would recommend adding the length of the elbows in with the length of the pipe. It's going to make your life a lot easier. As you can see, I also added the T-junctions for support, one on top and then for the legs. And this is the aquarium sealant I used. Actually, as you can see, I didn't use very much of it with this large bottle. I think this cost me about $10 for the 3-ounce clear. And then these are the leftover pieces I have. That's a 90 degree elbow, which I think I'm going to use one to make a spray bar for the fluval that I just bought. I'll do that later. These are the extra pieces of acrylic. I want to do something with them, but I'm not quite sure yet, but they're there in case I need it. And this is my X-Acto knife kit. That piece always comes apart. And then of course I checked to see if I hurt my finger here, because it felt like I did. I don't think I did though. Yeah, sorry about that. Close up. But this was the knife that I used to cut the acrylic. And I'll show you how I did it in a minute. It's just a crude way of showing you how I scratched at it over and over again, about a third to half the way through the acrylic in order to snap it off. It was a pretty long process. I probably don't want to ever do again. that's the filter that I bought. I had to buy some replacement parts for it, which is a whole nother story, but still waiting to get everything together. That's it. Thank you.